Backpack Hero is a deck-building roguelike in which the player's item organization has a substantial influence on their success. Players must discover the correct position in their rucksack to boost their power, while exploring old dungeons, tunnels, wetlands, and more. Players may restore Haversack Hill, transforming it into a quaint village to attract new people. They can purchase and trade things, perform research, and discover heroes, challenges, and missions. The game has a number of elements, such as playing with strategy, gathering 800 unique items, and facing over 100 opponents. In Stars in Time is an heartfelt time loop RPG unfolds with emotional storytelling, clever puzzles, and a unique battle system that evolves with each loop. The game's pixel art and soundtrack complement its introspective themes beautifully, making every reset feel meaningful rather than repetitive. Characters are genuinely lovable, each carrying weight in the story's progression. The blend of humor and melancholy is masterfully handled, drawing players deeper into its world. It's a deeply human experience wrapped in a smart, engaging gameplay loop that surprises and lingers. Freedom Planet is a fast-paced, retro-inspired platformer that captures the spirit of classic 16-bit adventures with its own unique energy. The vibrant visuals pop with personality, while each stage keeps the momentum high and satisfying. Combat feels dynamic, with distinct characters bringing fresh playstyles. The soundtrack fuels every dash and jump with infectious energy. With smooth controls, memorable boss battles, and bold level design, it's a thrilling ride for fans of old-school action with a modern edge.
Team, unite up!
The wonderful 101 Remastered is wild, chaotic fun with a creative combat system that keeps things fresh. Controlling a swarm of superheroes to form weapons on the fly feels unique and rewarding. The stylized visuals pop with color, and the high-energy soundtrack keeps momentum strong. Mission variety and humor give the campaign real personality. There's real satisfaction in mastering each move and combo. It may take time to adjust to the mechanics, but once things click, it's an action game like no other.
Assassin, you are now a target for Zone.
No more heroes slices through the mundane with outrageous style and unapologetic attitude. Combat feels chaotic in the best way, with over-the-top swordplay and absurd enemies that keep things wild. The story mixes dark humor with anime energy, while the boss fights crank up the spectacle every time. Travis Touchdown's world is unpredictable, loud, and proudly weird. This isn't just another action game, it's a loud, punk-fueled trip that doesn't care what anyone thinks, and that's exactly what makes it unforgettable. The Fate series has brought together servants from previous episodes to face a looming menace. Fate EXTELLA Link provides a number of new features, including previously unknown servants, new narratives, upgraded graphics, and improved gameplay mechanics. With an extra 10 servants joining the initial roster of 16, opponents will shudder at the summoning of players' noble phantasms as they assume the identity of their selected servant. Test your skills in heated 4-on-4 online battles with up to 7 other new champions, battlegrounds, and challenging opponents await. Touhou New World pulls players into a vibrant bullet hell RPG with satisfying combat and responsive controls. The mix of spell-slinging action and light RPG mechanics creates a fun rhythm, with every boss fight pushing reflexes to the limit. The music energizes each stage, and the colorful world keeps things visually engaging. Characters are quirky and full of personality, making interactions fun. A solid pick for those seeking engaging action with a distinct visual flair and clever enemy design. Strikey Sisters builds on classic arcade vibes with brisk brick-busting action, lively arenas, and playful boss encounters that keep each stage engaging. Its spells, power-ups, and co-op play add steady momentum while giving every round a fun twist. The retro look matches the energetic combat, and the game maintains a satisfying rhythm as challenges scale upward. It's easy to jump into, rewarding to stick with, and consistently entertaining thanks to its spirited design and the gradual sense of progress that encourages repeat runs. Skautfold into the Fray builds a compelling world through bleak visuals, tactical combat, and satisfying progression. The gothic atmosphere and Lovecraftian lore deepen the sense of dread with each encounter. Combat rewards smart positioning and timing, pushing strategy over brute force. Weapon variety and character upgrades add depth without overwhelming. There's a raw intensity in its design that keeps the momentum engaging. A solid tactical RPG that knows exactly what it wants to be and leans into it with confidence. Rock of Ages 3. Make and Break is a delightfully chaotic blend of tower defense and arcade-style boulder-rolling mayhem. The quirky humor, historical satire, and Monty Python-esque art style make it a memorable experience from the start. What really shines is the level editor, letting players craft and share their own creative stages, adding tons of replay value. The physics-based gameplay feels satisfyingly unpredictable, and the variety of game modes keeps things fresh. It's a wacky, strategic, and hilariously fun ride that's hard to put down. Blasphemous 2 expands on everything that made the original great, with challenging combat, hauntingly beautiful pixel art, and a world dripping in grim atmosphere. The enemy design is brutal yet creative, and the bosses are thrilling, each presenting a unique challenge. Platforming feels smoother, and the new weapons add satisfying depth to exploration and strategy. The music is spine-chilling in the best way. As a dark, gothic action platformer, this sequel raises the bar with striking visuals, fluid gameplay, and an unforgettable tone throughout. Within the Blade is an engrossing game that combines stealth, platforming, and RPG elements. Players take on the role of experienced ninjas in medieval Japan, completing tasks using stealth. They gather resources for weapons such as shurikens, poisons, elixirs, grenades, and mines, and they have access to the ninjato and kusarigama. Fast-paced action, 10 bosses with distinct powers, many sorts of foes, a crafting system with over 200 recipes, realistic gore, and bright animations are all included in the game. Crisis Wing is a retro shoot-'em-up featuring 7 vertical scrolling stages, upgradable weaponry, and cooperative multiplayer. It has a thumping FM music and CRT filters, and it captures the feel of traditional arcade action. With swarms of foes and dramatic boss encounters, the game provides a hard challenge. Players may relive stages with infinite lives in practice mode, while the score attack and boss rush bonus games provide new levels and bosses.
Tight.
Just how I like it.
Rad, a young child who spends too much time playing video games, discovers himself in his old console, Dusty, and sets out on a mission to preserve a rotting jungle world from corruption. The game includes a range of weaponry such as the Bolt Blaster and Phoenix Cannon. Dusty, who fixes flaws in the running game world, is the only one who can enter the Pixelverse, a perilous space-time breaking location. Classic Easter eggs and new additions such as 2-player couch co-op. Battle mode, new characters, powers, minigames, overworld, stages, and mysteries are all included. Ganryu 2 Hakuma Kojiro brings fast-paced swordplay and sharp stage design that keeps every section lively and engaging throughout. Responsive controls make each slash and dash feel purposeful, while retro-inspired visuals give every area distinct personality. Enemy patterns are fun to learn, and bosses demand focus without crossing into frustration. The soundtrack builds steady momentum and adds weight to each clash. A game driven by precision, style, and rewarding challenge that naturally encourages repeated runs. Chief Anders, Punch takes strong steps in reaction to the widespread crime and violence on the streets. He intends to fight the evil crime syndicate with just his bare fists. In this iconic arcade-style beat-em-up, you'll go on a difficult adventure through 5 tough levels, engaging in violent combat against a variety of enemies. Whether you go solo or with a friend in a local co-op, the decision is yours. Choose from 3 different characters, each with unique skills, and uncover secret outfits along their journey. Floppy Knights is an original game that blends tactical gameplay with card game principles, following the exploits of Phoebe, a teenage scientist, and her robot arm friend, Carlton. The game incorporates turn-based fights, hand-drawn artwork by artist Marlo Daub, and all DLC side quests, giving players access to 24 levels and over 50 additional cards. The game has a manageable difficulty level and several choices for assistance. The game has unique challenge levels and supplementary objectives, adding layers of complexity and interesting gameplay. The mythological land of Oaken is encircled by branches of the Great Oak and inhabited by ghosts that listen to the oak song. The loss of this voice sets in motion a chain of events that will either heal or kill the Great Oak. A roguelike hero-oriented campaign with deck management, a mystical world with Celtic and tribal vibes, a randomly generated world map with numerous levels, bosses and events, unique tactical battles on a hexagonal grid, and easy-to-learn, challenging modes suitable for any player are all included in the game. Arranger, a role-puzzling adventure, is a narrative-driven role-playing game set in a tiny village where Gemma sets off on a quest for self-realization. The game has a unique linked grid that combines mobility, exploration, and fighting. Gemma's motions cause changes in the surroundings, resulting in a sense of disarray and complex riddles. The game is lighthearted with no experience points or inventory management, and it includes alternative challenges and assistance choices that allow players to adapt the complexity to their liking. Smashing the Battle is a stylish hack and slash game that thrives on flashy combat and over-the-top action. The character designs are bold, the stages are full of chaos, and the combat is satisfying with its mix of combos and upgrades. The music keeps the energy high while the visuals emphasize the futuristic vibe with vibrant effects and detailed environments. With its arcade-like feel and addictive gameplay loop, the game provides plenty of reasons to keep returning to master new skills and push through tougher challenges. UnderDungeon leans into its retro style with confidence, minimalist visuals, snappy dialogue, and clever humor work together to build a strange but satisfying world. Combat is simple yet fun, with oddball weapons and enemies that keep things fresh. Pacing stays steady, switching between dungeons, puzzles, and side quests without dragging. The writing keeps things light while still pushing forward with fun twists. There's a rhythm to the madness that keeps every section interesting, an unexpected gem that keeps getting better the deeper it goes. Set off on an exciting worldwide journey with your trusted octopus buddy, using its special powers to gather the dispersed cogs. As you travel across various environments, interact with colorful characters, and solve complicated puzzles, explore perilous dungeons, and face powerful foes that hide inside. To obtain an advantage, leverage the power of diverse items and their unique characteristics. In this intriguing collectathon that pays homage to the renowned genre of 3D platformers, you may reclaim missing cogs, rebuild the majestic Great Elevator, and reveal thrilling new stages. Shinorubi is an exciting shoot-'em-up game. It provides a furious arcade experience with many difficulty levels, distinct modes, and varied playerships. The game has spectacular HD visuals, 5 magnificent locales, 5 difficulty settings, 8 different ships with distinctive power, speed, and shot cover qualities, 12 arranged modes, and an exciting boss rush mode with 3 degrees of difficulty. Players must maneuver between rockets and bullets to attain their objectives, destroying everything in their route. OmegaBot is a solid side-scrolling action platformer with satisfying combat and a striking retro-futuristic art style. Each level feels thoughtfully designed, with challenging enemy patterns and responsive controls. The boss fights push skill and timing without feeling unfair, and the pixel visuals pair well with the synth-heavy soundtrack. It's clear care went into creating a world that rewards exploration and precision. A strong choice for anyone into 2D action with a sci-fi twist and engaging challenge. Freshly Frosted serves up a delightful blend of charm and challenge, mixing pastel aesthetics with clever conveyor belt puzzles. Each level feels like a satisfying step deeper into a donut-making dream, with relaxing music and whimsical narration that sweeten the experience. The gameplay gradually increases in complexity, but never becomes overwhelming, making it perfect for short bursts or longer sessions. With intuitive mechanics and a cozy vibe, this puzzler treats the brain without ever feeling too sticky. A wonderfully glazed experience from start to finish. Tandem: A Tale of Shadows is a puzzle platformer that blends top-down and side-scrolling action with visually appealing graphics. The game follows Emma and her teddy bear, Fenton, as they investigate the disappearance of magician Thomas Kane. To survive the perilous terrain, players must alternate between Emma's top-down perspective and Fenton's horizontal side-scrolling viewpoint. They must overcome difficulties, confront terrifying horrors, and piece together information concerning Thomas' abduction, the Kane family, and their place in the cosmos. Discover the mysteries buried behind the walls of Beret Manor, where the gloomy fog conceals terrible secrets just waiting to be disclosed. The psychotic occupants will stop at nothing to safeguard their distorted world, making your task even more dangerous. To defend yourself from the horrific monsters lurking in the shadows, arm yourself with your trusty Aito Kane and Waltham A9 hand cannon. Prepare for a voyage that will test the bounds of your sanity as you go further into the fog-shrouded mansion. The truth awaits, but at what cost will it be disclosed? The World Next Door is a puzzle-based adventure game about June, an adolescent girl stranded in an alternate world teeming with magical creatures. She must traverse the complexities of this strange universe in order to uncover mysteries and return to her reality. The game's puzzle conflicts are fast-paced, requiring strategic thinking and quick decision-making. The story delves into themes of friendship, self-discovery, and determination. The game's amazing visuals bring the parallel realm to life, sending players to a world unlike any they've seen before. Out of Line is a basic puzzle platformer with a gorgeous hand-drawn style that gamers of all ages will enjoy. The game is set amid a mix of mechanical and natural environments, including friendly creatures and gigantic robotic arms. The game evolves from simple acts to more complex puzzles, but San's techniques run out at the conclusion. The game's hook is a javelin, which may be used to push buttons, scale walls, and trigger elevators. Fate EXTELLA, the Umbral star, bursts with flashy combat and a colorful roster of iconic characters that anime fans will instantly recognize. The fast-paced action keeps things thrilling across large-scale battles, while the story adds layers of intrigue with multiple perspectives. The visuals are stylish, and the soundtrack energizes every encounter. Fans of the Fate universe will appreciate how faithfully characters are portrayed. A vibrant game with satisfying depth, it keeps the momentum going with each mission and never loses its charm.
ムーンドライブのステータスを強化